I did drill through the brick on those, or so I think somebody else did actually. I'm not a fan of drilling into brick. That's just my personal preference. So welcome back to yet another 213 Crispy video, and today we have another unboxing slash product review and installation of a Ring video doorbell system along with a Ring chime. So the house that I live in is an older brick ranch home that has no doorbell. We've talked about getting a wireless doorbell system for a while. I just was not happy with what was on the market versus the price and the features and everything that came around with it, and I've been toying with the idea of getting a Ring doorbell for a while. And then Amazon Prime finally came out, released their video Ring doorbells on Prime days for, I think it's $59.99. So we are going to do an unboxing of both products. So we're going to start with our doorbell first. Now, I did go ahead and open this just so I can get it paired to my phone and make an account, but I did do a screenshot recording of that, so you guys will get to see what it's like to do an install from start to finish. I've never done one of these before, so this is going to be new for both me and you as well. So inside the box, first thing you're going to notice, it's going to give you some instructions. These instructions are to tell you to take whatever phone that you have and go download the Ring application to your phone, and then use this QR barcode to register the camera to your account. So I've already went ahead and done that part of it for you, so we'll get that out of the way. And then the first thing this says is say hello to Ring. So inside of here we get a protection by Ring, so that's going to go on like the front window or something like that. I'm not going to hang that up, that's about pointless. So then says get the most from your Ring, and this is a 30-day trial of your Ring protection, so it's video recording services. And then the next sheet is going to be looks like a help. So it says ring.com/help. So if you need help, that's where you'd go for that. And then the getting started instructions for your Ring doorbell. So that's all of the paperwork that was inside the box. So let's go ahead and put that back up and get it out of your way, so you don't need to see all of this. So I'll set that aside. So inside the box, you're going to get your Ring doorbell, your mounting plate, and some installation tools. And all of this comes inside this little tiny box. So let's go ahead and we're going to move this out of the way. So I opted for I believe it was the burnt bronze option. I'm trying to remember the name, and I don't see it on here anywhere. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. So I believe it's called burnt bronze. So you notice it's kind of got that rustic bronze look. This is your backing plate that you would be using to install your Ring doorbell to whatever your options for installing it. So if you had a terminal for positive and negative for an existing an existing doorbell, you would be attaching it to these points. But since I am going to be using this as just the battery options, we're not going to worry about any of that. So as for installation tools, we have a little bit of everything. So inside of here we have a diode. This would be if I was to manually wire this in to a existing doorbell system. So we don't need that, so I'm going to set that aside. Then we got some screws and some wall anchors. So those will be absolutely something that we'll need when we go to mount our wall plate to the outside of our wall. And it even comes with a masonry bit, which is nice. So when you go to install our bracket, you're going to need the masonry bit to match your mollies for your wall anchors. And then also it comes with a micro USB cord to charge your Ring doorbell system, which is this plug right here. So this is how you actually will take this off and plug that in, charge it, so it is completely contained in itself. You don't have to worry about buying extra batteries or anything else like that. And then part of the installation with this is it even includes a little level. So when you go to install this, you can put the plate up, mark your holes by putting the level into these little notches in the middle, and this way you can tell if your bracket is level or not when you go to mount this. So that's an extremely nice feature. And then it also even comes with its own screwdriver. So this kit is 100% complete for you from start to finish, for you to be able to get your Ring doorbell installed. The next item, so let's go ahead and move all that out of the way, is our Ring chime. And what this is it is a doorbell for inside the house that will connect to a wall outlet of choice. So you can plug this anywhere you want, and it will act as a doorbell system inside your house. So if somebody walks up and your phone's not near you, or it's dead or whatever you want, they hit that Ring doorbell, it will chime like a traditional doorbell would. Or you can change the tones on any of that. But what you'll need inside there, you'll get a piece of paper, and it also comes with one of the QR scan codes as well. So I am going to go ahead and we're going to pair this thing up to our account that we already have. So you're going to take your Ring doorbell, plug it in, and it should light up. And you notice the light comes on, and that tells you, I'll say it should start flashing. Then you're going to take your phone and log into your Ring account. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start doing my recording. And it should stay blinking, which it is. And that's telling it that it's looking for an account, something to register to. So you're going to go into your app, and we are going to add a Ring product. And in this case, we have a door chime that we are looking to do, and we have the regular chime. So it's going to ask you to confirm your location. That's fine. Make sure it's plugged into a standard outlet, which I already have, and it is flashing. So we're going to hit OK. We are going to name this, I'm going to name it front door. That way I know this chime is for our front door. Hit OK. And it says the pulsing light on the front of your chime means that it's looking. And now that it's located it, it's saying, do you want to connect to your existing Wi-Fi, which you are going to click yes. It's going to flash quickly, which tells me it's communicating. And it says now my chime is connected to my Wi-Fi. So congratulations, the setup is complete. So we got a solid blue light with a slow flash that tells you that it's communicating, and now it's doing a software update. So it's going to do the small flash to the software update. So we're going to let that do its thing. This should not take very long. The software update for the Ring doorbell did not take very long, so I would assume that this does not either. Looks like it just finished, rebooted. It's back to pairing, looking for the Wi-Fi. If you ever need to do a reset or repair your chime, the reset button is on the right hand side. It's that little tiny circle right there, and you would take a pen or pencil, whatever you would have, and hit and hold that button down, and that would do a physical hard reset button to your chime. I don't have to worry about that. And this is actually going to end up going behind my television. That way it's in a hidden spot. It's out of the way. Nobody's going to see it, but everybody should be able to hear it. I am not leaving it exposed in any outlets that are in a bad spot or that it would accidentally become unplugged because of a kid or a dog bumping into it, something like that. So I have my televisions wall mounted, and that's where I plan on putting my chime is going to be, in that location. So once this gets done updating, I'll bring you guys back. So I believe our doorbell has finally, our ring chime has finally updated. So it's asking you, do you want your front door chime to sound an alert when a doorbell or motion? So I want both. Okay. So now I can link and check everything. So I want to change some settings. I don't want to change the name. Chime tones. So, for example, that is the standard ring that Ring uses for their doorbells. I can also adjust the volume accordingly, so if I install it in a location and it's too close to everything and I want to turn the volume down, so give you an idea. Let's try that again. Okay, I guess you gotta save the changes. So let's save it. It's gonna update. So now we're at about a third of the volume. It's updating right now. And you got a bunch of different options for audio. That's the default. That's option 2. That's 3. Flashback. Ding dong. Triangle. Upbeat. Navi. A xylophone. Train whistle. It says charge, but turkey. If you want a festival, that's the heart. Jingle bells. I probably will leave it a doorbot. We'll do a ringtone or two, and then let's go to motion. Kind of like a wind chime. That's the default motion, and then it uses the same default or the aftermarket ones. Let's do the xylophone. So I'm going to save those changes, and that's going to update. Oops. For some reason it didn't like that. So we'll tinker with those another time. Let's do device health. And then inside the device health, it's going to give you your Wi-Fi name. It's going to give you the strength of that Wi-Fi. So realistically, anything over about a negative 65 is what you're going to be looking for the communication of your devices. Right now I'm at a negative 58, which is good. Let's see what this says. I say 65 is the realistic answer or the realistic number that you're looking for. They may say something weaker like 75 or 80, but I can tell you as an IT person that does not work very well at those distances, and you are risking that information from working correctly. So that is that. And then looks like you can also see some suspicious activity from your neighbors, which is kind of nice. I did not know that was even a part of it. So that's pretty awesome. And it even has a thumbs up and a chat communication. So let's see what they got for comments. I think he was a country auditor and is updating. If you look at the house on the website, you'll probably see the new pictures he took. So, pretty cool. Some things that I didn't know that the Ring didn't even do was that. I think that's actually pretty awesome. And then you can actually click on a map and it will tell you your neighbors nearby that also has the same or a Ring product, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So let's go ahead and we are going to go outside and we are going to do the physical mounting of our Ring doorbell system. So let's go ahead and go outside. So we've got our holes drilled, and all I use is just my drill to do it. We are going to install our new mollies, or wall anchors, whatever you want to call them. This one, I would like to get that out if possible. It's an old one. It may or may not come out, so there we go. There's that. So we got our 3 wall anchors in. Like I said, the 4th one would need to be about right here, but I am not about to drill right in the middle of a brick because you will split the brick right in half or end up doing more damage than it's worth. So 3 screws to the base plate is more than adequate for this application. It's not like we have a ton of force that's being done, so I'll start off by putting a screw in, but not all the way. And I would recommend doing this to all 3, because then if you need to finagle something, or if something isn't exactly perfect, you still have a way to force, I don't want to say force because that's a bad word, but you have a way to manipulate the base to make it fit the way that you want. So I think I'm gonna have to back up the top a little bit because it's wanting to curve as I was tightening that in. So that looks good. As long as it's secured, that's what matters. So then the Ring doorbell will sit in like so, push, and then go down, That looks good. And then we will flip our screwdriver over to the Torx head and tighten down our 2 bolts, and that will keep that from coming off. So first thing you're going to say is, well, what happens if that gets stolen? Well, Ring guarantees their products from theft, so if it gets stolen, they will replace it, which is pretty cool. I think it's a fantastic service. It's hard when they have the support to back it up. It's hard to argue with this. So, and then I'm going to mount my mailbox somewhere about like right here, and I'm not going to bore you guys on how to mount a mailbox back on, but you're just going to do the same process with this. Is I'm going to use 4 wall anchors, which would be just like the blue ones that are already there, and I'm going to use those, and we're going to put 4 new holes. Now you see, I did drill through the brick on those, or so I think somebody else did actually. I'm not a fan of drilling into brick. That's just my personal preference. So with that, we're gonna wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's something kind of out of the ordinary for you guys. I'm sorry for the background music, or the background noises that you hear. The Warren County Fair is going on today, and you hear the drag racing going on. It's literally a half a mile away, so that's why you hear that. So you hear vehicles pulling, drag racing each other. I think it's drag racing today, so I apologize with that. Make sure you guys give a thumbs up if you like the video, give a thumbs down if you don't. I do track the thumbs to keep an idea of what kind of videos you guys like to watch. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like these kind of videos, or any other video that I have done in the past, because I will continue to keep making these kind of videos in the future. And with that, I'm going to wrap this video up, and thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful and fantastic day.